Hello and welcome back to TechnoSurge YouTube channel. So in a big news, going this month is going to be the physical disc production, which Sony came out and says that the physical disc production is ending in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles, which is a huge bummer given the matter of fact is Sony has already erased digital content from libraries before doing this on 29th of June, and we reminded we don't own what we buy, and this reminded the consumers. And after 3 days after that, Sony comes out and says that they will be ending the disc production for PlayStation starting January 2028. This is a huge news because we already don't go with physical media that much, but having a physical media is a safety net that you have the games on physical media, you play the game, you have it, you own it. And digital licenses are such that if company wants it, they can just remove the access to those digital library anywhere else. Along with it, Sony has a reputation for bad digital servers, as PSN is already not available for many countries. Along with it, there is an issue with licensing rights and everything else. If licensing rights expires, what happens with the game which you had bought at full price? Because it happened with the movies where people already got the movies at full prices and now they don't have access because the license is expired and Sony is not willing to renew the licenses. So this is a bummer. And in digital ecosystem, you can't share the game, you can't sell the game, it's linked to your digital library. And what will happen if someone hacks your digital store or digital account and the customer support is not able to get it back for you? It's not the similar scenario with Steam. Steam has a best consumer support or Steam support, where Steam is able to retrieve your lost accounts also. Given the fact that you are the owner of their account and you have all the details, they can easily able to restore your account with all of the purchases, which Sony can't do it also. Along with it, Sony has a closed ecosystem because console is a closed ecosystem where you don't have any other things, where you don't have any other storefront. Like in PCs, you can just go from Epic to Steam, Steam to Epic, GOG, everywhere else, but it is not available for PS or anywhere else. So it's a bummer to see, and there is major ramifications, as there are various surveys and various other things which are being done to stop Sony from stopping games. And it's already been 3 weeks and Sony hasn't done anything about it or roll back their thing about killing the physical games. Also, a survey done by the Push Square has PS4 has put a damper on gaming. 45% of the enthusiasts is seriously considering leaving Sony for PC. As you can see on the screen here, they had done a survey for 6,544 votes, where 23% says, only 23% is saying that they are sticking to PlayStation. They are sticking with PlayStation. The other 7% says I have thought about it but probably won't switch to PC, and 45% is serious about considering switching to PC. Along with it, 15% already says that they had already switched to PC, and 10% is saying that they already do both. So the thing is, if we consider the first two segment, that's only 30%, and 30% of 6,000 people is upwards of 2,000. If we say 2,000 votes just says that they are sticking with PlayStation, while rest 4,000 people are saying that they are literally switching to PCs at this current point of time. So this just looks bad for PlayStation, and given the matter of fact Sony hasn't responded back to the crash, this just shows that Sony is literally going forward with their decision of killing games, physical games. And also, they are not afraid of what happens with the sales of PS5 and everything else, but this will just shows the ramification on PS6 generation if everybody switches to PC, because PC is a far more open ecosystem. You can do literally anything on a PC. Given the matter of fact, you need to go with driver issues and everything else, but when you fix everything, PC is your playground and you can literally do everything with it. So this is looking pretty bad for Sony, but let's just see what happens. Next up, AMD is reportedly testing a feature called FSR multi-frame generation up to 4x, not 4x, but up to 8x in Radeon drivers. Yeah, you would have right. AMD's Radeon driver has exposed the multi-frame generation ratio up to 8 times, but the feature does not work yet. As you can see on the screen here, in Radeon Tuner, you can see there is FSR upscaling override, and where you can set FSR multi-frame generation ratio upwards of 8x. This just shows that AMD is reportedly working on 8x frame generation, and what it means is basically you have one rendered frame, and after that there will be 7 frames which is generated by AI in a game. And the MFG override doesn't seem to work, but has been tested in multiple games. AMD sometimes add setting values to the drivers that hints at upcoming features without adding the actual feature code to make the setting work months ahead of the official release. And AMD's MFG has already been teased, like multi-frame generation has already been teased for a very long time, and now they are reportedly doing it up to 8x, which is like AMD is trying to take the crown from NVIDIA. As AMD Radeon's drivers already add multi-frame generation, MFG multi-frame generation 8 times, ray regeneration and neural radiance overrides, hinting at a bigger FSR push. And we already knew FSR Diamond was going to be a major push for FSR, and this just all points out that FSR Diamond is going to be true insanity, like truly next generation leap. And NVIDIA is already implementing 8x frame generation, multi-frame generation, but they had not done it. NVIDIA has gone as upwards of 6 times frame generation, where you have 1 render frame and 5 digital frames. But according to this all things, AMD is planning to one up NVIDIA in this segment also. But yeah, lastly we have a huge moment, or a tweet from Jack Huang, where it says a big moment for the future of gaming. Thrilled to partner with Xbox and Asha Sharma on Project Helix, a multi-year deep co-engineering partnership driving next generation performance breakthrough graphics and compatibility with your existing Xbox game libraries, powering the experience. Super excited to unveil AMD's FSR Diamond, designed to be natively optimized for Project Helix and deeply integrated into GDK. Huge thing, because judging from a multi-frame generation 8 times, FSR Diamond will be a huge thing for AMD, and if it goes into Project Helix, is truly one-upping it. Also built in for next generation neural rendering, next generation ML based upscaling, ML based multi-frame generation, next gen ray regeneration for RTM path tracing. Thank you at the Red Microsoft and Xbox team for an epic engineering collaboration, 20 plus years of innovation, and we are pushing it further than ever. FSR Diamond opens up a new dimension for innovation, more to come, let's go. And this is just a tweet, AMD times Project Helix. And if Project Helix is going to come with FSR Diamond, it's a huge thing. And how Sony is treating their consumer at this current point of time by getting the physical games. If Xbox is able to do something about it, like if Xbox comes out and says like our console or Project Helix comes with a disk drive, which will be a huge win for Xbox, because Xbox has already done a major shift where they had removed 3200 employees, and there are more employees which needs to be gone, and they are like accessing their things with Xbox. Along with it, there will be major restructuring going on. But if they come out and says they are bringing back they already said they are bringing back exclusivities and everything else, but they are bringing back the physical games again, because Xbox was the forefront of it for a very long time for killing the physical games. But if Xbox comes out and at this point says like the physical games are coming back, it will be a huge W, and Xbox might grab some of the Sony's goodwill, like because Sony was there for every time, like physical media is not going anywhere. But if Xbox does it, it will be a huge W for Xbox. Along with it, they are already implementing something in Project Helix where it says that you are able to convert your physical games into digital licenses. Like you need to insert your game disc only once and it will be changed into a digital license which will be linked to your account. But let's just see how things turns out, because if they do it and if there are more physical games on Xbox, many people will switch to Xbox for sure. But yeah, that's it from me today. What do you think about the news? Sound of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll meet you in the next one. Peace out.